this time, please find a place to sit. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain John Antonone.
In accordance with your faith and traditions, I invite you now to pray with me. Thank you, God, for the warriors gathered here today who have answered their nation's call. Keep them steadfast on their mission to fly, fight, and win. We are grateful for our heritage, tradition, and legacy. Grant these guardians of freedom and justice the strength to be our nation's unbreakable sword and shield. These men and women will defend our country with their life. So God, I ask that you watch over them and protect them. For I believe you will never leave us behind, you will not falter, and you will not fail us. May God bless these airmen, their families, and may God bless the United States of America. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning. On behalf of the 37th Training Wing, we would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the commander, 737th Training Group, Colonel Bill Ackman, accompanied by his wife, Stephanie. The senior enlisted leader, 737th Training Group, Chief Master Sergeant Whitfield Jack. The reviewing official, the Director of Operations, United States Northern Command, Major General Robert Davis, accompanied by his wife, Kathy. The senior enlisted leader to the Director of Operations, United States Northern Command, Chief Master Sergeant John Burgess. Also in attendance with us today, the Chief, Government Trial and Appellate Operations, Colonel Matthew Tailcott. The Deputy Commander, 122nd Fighter Wing, Colonel Jeremy Stoner. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to today's ceremony, we would like to recognize our newest military training instructors. These instructors have undergone a rigorous 5-month training pathway comprised of formal academic classes and task qualification requirements. they have earned the distinct honor of donning the dark blue campaign hat.
Detail! How?
From the 326th Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Henry Seabrook. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Driana Basaldu. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Kenneth Bonin. At this time, we ask all military training instructors, past and present, to stand in a sign of unity as our newest instructors recite the MTI Pledge. The military training instructor hat that I wear
is a symbol of honor, professionalism, integrity, service, and excellence in all I do. My job is one of the most important to the Air Force, and I will spare no effort to properly prepare men and women for military service. I am dedicated to the principles of fairness, firmness, and honesty. I strive for perfection and reject mediocrity, both in my own personal behavior and in the performance of those I lead. I am an Air Force military training instructor, and above all, I am an American Airman.
Present heart! Order heart! Pulse! Heart!
The dark blue campaign hat these instructors received today has been the symbol of the MTI Corps since 1974. These instructors will carry on the traditions and esprit de corps of the United States Air Force as they pass on their knowledge to our newest generation of airmen. Our commander of troops is Master Sergeant Bartholomew Zaccardi. Major General Robert Davis will review today's ceremony.
And take heart! Heart!
Ready. Pivot.
Out! Halt! And halt! Give your squadron parade red! Parade! Parade! In place, sound off! Give your squadron attention! Squadron! Hey! Give your squadron present arms! Present!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem.
Out!
Please be seated.
Sir, the parade is forward. Take your boat. Have your squadron under arms. Receive the report! Report! A squadron are present or accounted for, sir!
These squadron all present or accounted for, sir!
Sir, all present or accounted for. How much the orders? Attention to orders! Detail for today! Non-commissioned officers of the day! Technical Sergeant Willis! By order of Colonel Atkins! Officers! Stand turn! Halt!
Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with a foundation rooted in the Department of the Air Force's one team, one fight mantra. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of the 123 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and mission ready. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. Seven 37th Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, Honor Flight. The Honor Flight streamer is awarded to the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 496, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 19 May 2025 through 3 July 2025. Signed, Bill Ackman, Colonel, United States Air Force. The honor flight was led by Technical Sergeant Jocelyn Vasquez and Technical Sergeant Junting Liu. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States Armed Forces. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors.
Present the command!
March to command and review.
Staff, we're done.
Thank you. Please be
Halt!
seated.
Staff, change post. Halt! Have your squadron! Order arms!
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 42,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737th Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The men and women recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Armed Forces during conflicts across the globe. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review. From the 323rd Training Squadron, the Commander of Troops, Master Sergeant Bartholomew Zaccardi, Military Training Instructor, hometown Atlanta, Georgia. The Drum and Bugle Corps and Pacer Forge Excellence Flight, Flights 491 and 492, led by Technical Sergeant Megan Bush, Military Training Instructor, hometown Brooklyn, Michigan. Instructor Trainer, hometown, Baltimore, Maryland. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 489, led by Technical Sergeant Mark Julius Gabriel, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Tarlac, Philippines. Drill Excellence Flight, Flight 490, led by Master Sergeant Ryan Stinner, Military Training Instructor, hometown Fort Worth, Texas. From the 320th Training Squadron, Academic Excellence Flight, PT Excellence Flight, and Dorm Excellence Flight, Flight 487, led by Technical Sergeant Jacob Erdzik, Military Training Instructor, hometown Ipswich, England.
Hey!
Flight 488, led by Technical Sergeant Carlton Eugene, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown Union, New Jersey. From the 326th Training Squadron, Flight 497, led by Staff Sergeant Henry Seabrook, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Eldersburg, Maryland. Flight 498, led by Technical Sergeant George Emery, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Denver, Colorado. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 499, led by Technical Sergeant Akeem John, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Brooklyn, New York. From the 324th Training Squadron, the Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant Robert Jessup, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Kennewick, Washington. From the 324th Training Squadron, the Honor Flight, the Flag Mast, Flights 495 and 496, led by Technical Sergeant Jocelyn Vasquez, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Milagro, Ecuador. From the 321st Training Squadron, B Squadron Staff, led by Staff Sergeant Jacet Martinez, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Dallas, Texas. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 500, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua Wallace, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Greenville, South Carolina. Flight 501, led by Technical Sergeant Trailer Sartor, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Teague, Texas. Flight 502, led by Technical Sergeant Elson Valencia, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Honolulu, Hawaii. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 493, led by Technical Sergeant Driana Basaldi, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Corpus Christi, Texas. Flight 494, led by Staff Sergeant Kenneth Bonin, Military Training Instructor, hometown, New Iberia, Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the Airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Staff Sergeant Philip Castro, Military Training Instructor, hometown, McAllen, Texas. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort demonstrates commitment and teamwork. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honors graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. Their exceptional integrity, service before self, and excellence combined with character, commitment, connectivity, and courage they display throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to reflect on our establishment. The United States Air Force was born with the passage of the National Security Act on September 18, 1947. Since then, anytime, anywhere, America and its allies have needed air power, airmen have answered the call. Today, with a legacy of excellence and a spirit of courage, we work to develop mission-ready airmen. With the support of the American people, our airmen are ready to meet these challenges by following the example of those who came before us. In short, by innovating, accelerating, and thriving as we move into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Robert Davis will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Lackland. What a great day to celebrate 784 new airmen into the ranks of the United States Air Force. Don't they look good? I want to thank the command team of BMT, Colonel Airman, Chief Jack. Thank you for your leadership of an outstanding organization that produces warriors, turns civilians into temporary trainees, and then turns them into airmen warriors. Thank you very much for your leadership of the organization. I also want to thank all of the MTIs that have poured their lives into these airmen out here. MTIs, thank you for your dedication, your professionalism, your long hours, and absolute excellence in everything that you do. Let's give them a round of applause. It's so great to see so many friends and the families that are out here today. Thank you so much for traveling the distance to come out here and support your loved ones. Your love and support gave them the encouragement and the motivation that they needed to be able to see it all the way across the finish line. I know that many of you, 7.5 weeks ago, dropped off your loved ones at a MEP station somewhere across the country. And you entrusted your loved ones to us, the United States Air Force, and we thank you for that. It's a big deal. And I know it's a big deal because my wife, Kathy, and I did the exact same thing 7.5 weeks ago in Denver, Colorado. And we're so excited to be joining you to honor and to celebrate our son and your loved ones as they embark on this journey to serve their nation, something bigger than themselves. So thank you very much for being here today. Let's give all the families a round of applause, please. So to this outstanding group of airmen that we have in front of us, I will tell you that the things that gave you victory in BMT are the exact same things that are going to give you victory throughout your career. In every assignment, in every rank, in peacetime, and in combat. Number one, to be a selfless wingman. When I was a lieutenant flying my F-15, every time I went on a mission, fundamentally I only had really one job to do, and that was to fly the position of wingman. And my job, more than anything else, was to stay in position so that I could always see my flight lead. And I could always look behind my flight lead where they could not see, where they were most vulnerable. And then, if I detected a threat, I would do whatever I needed to do to help to defend my flight lead, and then I would maneuver myself into position and I would defeat the adversary. And there's no difference whether that's in the air or whether that's on the ground. It doesn't matter what your AFSC is or what your rank is. We all have blind spots, and we all need good wingmen. So be a good wingman, and go get a good wingman. Make sure you always fly in a good, proper formation. Number two is perseverance. Well, you've already persevered 7.5 weeks of BMT, so your confidence should be high in this regard. And you know that you can persevere. Never quit. Never absolutely quit. Quitting is not an option. It's okay to fall down, but you get back up as quickly as you can, you learn from your mistake, and you drive on. Number three is hard work. I'd rather have a hard worker than talent. Because when you combine hard work with that perseverance, just about any task can be accomplished, any mission can be accomplished. And I know that while you've been here, you've learned about some of the giants in our Air Force that have gone before us, that have been awarded the Medal of Honor, like John Chapman, John Levito, Lance P. Saigon, 16 other airmen that put it all on the line when it mattered most. And they all have these three common traits of being selfless wingmen, having perseverance, and doing hard work. And that's exactly what I need you to do. That's exactly what our Air Force needs you to do, is to have those three traits. Not to get some sort of special recognition, but just so that you can endure the stress of the job, in combat or otherwise, or whatever life throws your way. And then, if there is a big day that comes, you'll be there. You will measure up. You will not fail, because that's part of who you are. It's part of your character. So with all that in mind, I have one question for you. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? I think they are. What about you all?
Please stand as Major General Robert Davis will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
That I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
And the orders of
according to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
According to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Major General Robert Davis. Please remain standing while all graduating airmen recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of our official party. I am an American Airman.
I am a warrior. I have for my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is fly, fight, and brave. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman, guardian of freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter. And I will not fail.
As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights.